What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan. I'm BMax45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have another hobby news for Star Wars Legion. We have another scene to stats. We have the Scout Troopers here we're going to be looking at here. We did the Rebel Commandos last time, and it looks like they're kind of going through every, like 6 days, 5 or 6 days, and dropping a new scene to stats for all the reprints. So, we had the Stormtroopers and the Rebel Troopers. Of course, we had the new Ahsoka, which is the only new expansion in there. We had Commander Cody, and now they're getting through to the Rebel Commandos, and then we have the Scout Troopers. So let's get into it. Let's talk about what this expansion is going to look like in this new modern version of Star Wars Legion, this 2.0 that I like to call it, and just see what the expansion has to offer people. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. All right, well, let's get into it here. Scene to stats for Scout Troopers. Should we offer that thing some water? One Scout Trooper to another. Star Wars: The Mandalorian. Okay. The reach of the Galactic Empire extends to even the most remote planets, harboring harsh and unusual environments that often demand more discretion than afforded by the Stormtrooper shock troops. When the assignment demands mobility and flexibility, the Scout Troopers are among the first to deploy, specializing in reconnaissance while remaining as lethal as any of the Empire's finest. So yeah, we're going to look at So they have low profile, Scout 3, and Sharpshooter. 4-man squad. White defense dice. White defense dice, surge to defense, and speed 2 move, 1 health, 2 courage. They got a range 1 to 2 blaster that is 2 black dice, and then melee is 1 black dice. Of course, you have the DLT Sniper miniature, range 1 to 5, 2 black dice, high velocity, pierce 1, which is 38 points. You also have the Sonic Charge Saboteur miniature, which is 1, 1, and 2 for red, white, and black. Melee range to range 1, blast, impact, and suppressive. Impact 2 is suppressive. Up close and personal is another good upgrade for them. When this unit makes a ranged attack against an enemy unit within range 2, after that attack is resolved, the unit gains a dodge token. That's pretty cool. When this unit would suffer 1 or more wounds from an enemy attack, you may exhaust this card to prevent suffering up to 2 of those wounds and place an equal number of wound tokens on this card instead. If you do, at the start of this unit's next activation, this unit removes each wound token from this card and suffers wounds equal to the number of wound tokens removed. So it just keeps it from going off until the next activation. So especially if you haven't activated that unit, you can use it well, no, it'd be the unit's next activation. Yeah. Because you haven't activated it, would be your next activation. So I don't really get how that's helpful. But I mean, I guess if you don't want your sniper killed and you use the 2-man squad, I guess you could use that to save it if the only thing in line of sight was the sniper miniature, and then basically when you take this, you get to choose which miniature you remove. So there's that. That could be. Love how they only show you one card here. Where Scout Troopers may run lighter on armor. They more make up for firepower. Rolls impressive 2 black dice. And this attack pool can maybe even more destructive with aim tokens from a friendly unit with spotter X, or from upgrade cards such as offensive push, emergency transponder. Yeah. For added versatility when building an army on the battlefield, the Scout Troopers Strike Team unit allows players to include a pair of miniatures with the Heavy Weapon Team keyword, which ensures a heavy weapon upgrade card miniature is the last removed from the battlefield. This is an effective way to fit more activations into an army and to fit more heavy weapon miniatures for a low total points investment than 2 full Scout Trooper units. The detachment Scout Troopers keyword requires a Scout Trooper unit to be included in your army for each strike team, but also means that each strike team does not count against the maximum number of such units a player may include in their army. So it's a specialist. So it looks like now they're making it so that you have to put, if you're gonna have a sniper squad, you gotta also have a actual squad of regular Scout Troopers, because they don't want it where like you don't play any of the regular Scout Troopers. Like in previous iterations of the game, you just played like 4 Scout Trooper sniper squads and then a whole bunch of Stormtroopers. They don't want that. They want you to have to, every time you play a sniper squad, so there'll be another card that lets you play the sniper, and then the one miniature with the sniper. The reason I say sniper squad is because no one's running the Sonic Charge Saboteur 2-person team. So yeah, it's funny they don't even show the back of the card so I can see the points, or they don't even show the back of the card so I can see the points or the upgrades that you can get on this card. So it's not a lot of information on this. I kind of have to read in the detachment Scout Troopers. I mean, like all this here. Let's just see here. If we go back here, we can look at the Rebel, because they showed that for the Rebel Trooper or Rebel Commandos. So they showed both cards. So they showed 48 points, so it might be somewhere around that for the guys, and then they had their heavy weapons guy on their main card, but also had the strike team. So the same thing, they're doing the same thing. You can't just play snipers, you have to play a whole Rebel Commandos team. So you got to play, you get this for 20 points, and then you put the sniper on it for another, make it like a little 50-point 2-man squad, but then you have to play this 48-point, expansion. So it makes it harder to do that. Yeah, see the thing. The detachment Rebel requires that each strike team have a matching Rebel Commando unit, and the miniatures included in the unit expansion enable players to run one of each. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, so it looks like that is the new thing with these, is you have to run a full squad plus your sniper squad. So we'll have to wait and see here. So it's a 4-man squad. There's no room for it. So you're basically gonna get a 4-man squad, and then you're gonna get 1 miniature for your strike team, and then you're gonna get the sniper and the proton saboteur. So I also have minis, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, at least, and you have the right amount to play basically a full, like a strike team, and then like a full unit plus the heavy for the full unit, which would be very expensive. Should be like probably, oh gosh, well, let's see here. Just assuming that these are 50 points for, this is like probably like same around the same 48 points. And then 20 points for the strike team, so 58, almost 60 points. And then so if it's 58 for the sniper and then 48, then you're looking at like 106, and then if you were to put the proton saboteur on this, it'd be almost 130. So pretty expensive, pretty expensive. So it's gonna make it so that you're not gonna see a crap ton of just 2-man sniper squads, because it looks like but also means that each strike team does not count against the maximum numbers. So yeah, so it does not count as towards your maximum of specialists. But it does matter because you gotta have this. So that's what they're doing to kind of balance out the whole like, oh, sniper squads, boop 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 boop, and just poo 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 poo. So yeah, it's interesting how they made that change. So the detachment keyword limits their power. So yeah, that is the scene to stats for the Scout Troopers. And nice to know we didn't really catch that when we were talking about the Rebel Commandos last time, about how this change really limits the power of that 2-man squad. But let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Do you think that this is a good move? Do you think it's going to make things better overall? Are you excited to have more hobby news for Legion as they're doing all these free prints? And when are we going to get something new? When are we going to get an article about something new? And one of the things there I wanted to mention too is that I'm hearing a lot of rumors that there's going to be massive delays because of the tariffs, because of this stuff all comes from China, and there's like 150% tariffs, which will absolutely decimate the prices of this for local game shop owners, making it like, we did the math on it, and it looked like for me in Canada, not the US, but me in Canada, this $29 expansion could be like over $100, which is just not, it's not good. So we'll have to wait and see how that affects things. Are we going to get stuff? We'll probably get this because it was set to come out before, I think, like June. And we might get some of this stuff at the reasonable prices, although like reasonable is high bar, because the last Ahsoka expansion was $21.99, and then that was still high because Commanders used to be $15 to $20. So have to wait and see what the prices look like, but that is what we got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, tell me what you like about these videos. Tell me what we could do better. Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.